Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Sim, Silver Run, Forest, yes. And today's cotton harvesting day. It is finally time to try and get some fabric for the old boat. So we can go to, we'll try this out. If we go here and go to cotton, it gives you a few things to use, not everything. Like, I think this is smaller than we might want, but this is a good way to start. So we will lease this. Actually, you know what? I don't like this because it doesn't give you everything. Like, this one's way better, right? Let's see. This holds 20,000. This makes round bales. This makes square bales. They're both 6 meters. I don't really know. I don't think I've ever worked with the round cotton bales yet, except maybe a tutorial, which I don't even know if I did that. So we'll probably get that one. And we need a bale loader, and we got to look for cotton. And I don't see those here. So where would you find cotton bale loaders? And that's when you go back to this and see. Because we're looking for this symbol. Maybe it is just this one. You know what? If it's this one, it's fine. But this holds 1. I thought there was one that held 2. But where would they be? I'm missing something. That's really strange. Is there like a cotton technology? That's what we want. Okay. Very specific. So this holds 1 bale. This holds 2 bales. This holds 3 bales. This is what we want. That reminded me, I don't know if any of you have ever seen The Stupids. It was a Tom Arnold movie from like, why am I setting this up? We're just leasing it. Yeah, we have that money. It was a Tom Arnold movie from like a very, very long time ago. Like 20 years plus. And I mean, it really is I love it. Like, I loved it when I was a kid. Let's see, I probably first saw it when I was like a low teens, maybe like 11, 12, 13 years old. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely my sense of humor, especially at that time. Probably still today. Haven't seen that movie for a while. But anyway, really dumb movie. But the family is called, like, their last name is Stupid, so they're the Stupids. And they are all just stupid. I think Bug Hall, oh, that probably dates it a bit. Bug Hall, I think, is the son. Bug Hall would be Alfalfa from the 90s Little Rascals. I think he was also in the Big Green. No, I think I'm making that part up. But anyway, so it's probably like mid-90s, actually. Mid to late 90s. Anyway. If you haven't seen it, I recommend at least like trying it. If you can find like a free way to watch it, if it's streaming somewhere. I think it's funny. Basically, the plot is that people keep stealing his garbage. Of course, it's just the garbage collectors that come every week. Like, that's all it is. But he like thinks there's this big conspiracy about people stealing the garbage, and so he goes out to. Basically, the whole movie, he's just like trying to hunt down this conspiracy, and that brings me to how this point got started. Is sorry, I just want to watch. I haven't baled cotton for a long, long time. Okay, and we're off. So I'm not quite sure. So we'll, let's see. I guess we collect all the cotton, and then it like will sort of move into the baler, I think is how that works. It's been, again, a long time. Anyway, there's a scene where he's like first gonna go chase down the garbage collectors to like find out what's happening to his garbage, and he goes into the garage to figure out like the best mode of transportation to chase them. And I think he looks at the bike first, the bicycle, and he goes, 2 wheels. And then he looks at the car and he goes, 4 wheels. And then he looks at his rollerblades and he goes, 8 wheels. And then, of course, instead of taking the car, he takes the rollerblades. And then he chases the garbage truck with the rollerblades. He eventually gets tired and, like, the garbage truck stops, so he, like, falls asleep on the back. And then it just keeps going off the rails from there. But it's also the first time I ever heard the song "I'm My Own Grandpa," which is it's like a real song. I always thought it was for the movie, but no, it's like a real thing. Super funny song about, basically just lists his like family tree and how he is his own grandpa. Good stuff. Highly recommend looking up the song. There's also a barbershop version available because I have heard it, and I have the sheet music for it because I asked the quartet how they had it, and they just sent it to me, which was really awesome. I've never sang it yet in quartet, but someday maybe. Let's see, got off track. Now I'm a little confused about my goals here. So let's go to the roller coaster. That's right, staircase railing. And I think all we're doing there is we're just waiting. Turner. Yeah, we just gotta wait. Oh, we actually might need more planks because if my math was off. Let's see, this will get me about 300. Actually, this might be like perfect. It'll either be perfect or not enough. Which is a little scary, but we'll keep waiting on that. So at this point, I'm gonna cut down trees while we're harvesting because, you know what? We only probably, no, never mind. I was about to say we might only need 1 bale picker-upper, like a 1 bale picker-upper, but yeah, we're already gonna be halfway there with 1 more line here, so I think we're gonna be good. Let's cut down trees because I have no idea what the second stage of the roller coaster entails, but I assume it's going to need wood. So we're just going to make a pile, even though we don't have our tractor here to pick it up. That's okay. You're not allowed to cut this tree? So that must not be, our property line must be on this side of the path. I'm really just trying to avoid these little ones. It's just like more time, but then I get stuck, but we'll see if we can do this. See, I knew this was going to happen. I think we can do it. This is going to work. And one little guy left. Let's go ahead and just clear these small trees. Again, we could rent a feller and just get rid of them, but we already have this machine. It'll make quick work of them. That'll give us some room to get this. We're going to ignore the stumps. Might be worth getting the stump cutter out, clearing a path, but for now we'll see if we can get a couple more first. Well, because it is the season, and again, just a quick warning, football season is almost over, so after like a couple weeks from now, we won't talk about it again until like probably August, maybe September. I honestly, I don't follow any post-season or off-season, pre-season stuff for the most part. It's like once I can actually watch games that count, then I start watching and get really into it. And then as soon as it's over, I don't really pay attention to it at all. And honestly kind of forget it. Like I watched last year's Super Bowl, could not tell you who was in it, who won it. Like I literally just, as soon as it's over, I move on. But while it's happening, I really enjoy it. So divisional championships are Sunday, and just curious if anyone's watching, anyone rooting for anyone in particular. I was going for the Cowboys, but they lost. I was only going for them because my brother's a fan, so I was like, if the Lions aren't in it, I got to pick someone. I think this Sunday I'm going to predict the Niners and you know what? This might be controversial. I think the Bengals are going to beat the Chiefs. They looked so good last week. Yeah, I would love a Niners-Bengals Super Bowl. And then I'll go for the Niners, just because I have friends who are going for the Niners, and I'm like, I literally don't care. Like, out of these four teams, I don't care. So, just got to pick someone to make it a little more interesting. So I'll go for the Niners, just for fun. They beat the Cowboys, so I'm like, sure, that's what I'll do. Should we... While we have this time, let's take care of some of these stumps. Harvesting takes a while. We could almost get 2 harvesters, but then you run the risk of like the fact that you have to collect it, then it bales. You run the risk, I think, of like having some in one and some in the other, but not a full bale, I guess, which would be bad. Anyway, these stumps are getting out of control, especially like right here in this path I'm working on. Yeah, so anyway, we got the Divisional Champions Sunday, Championship Sunday. And then next week will be the Pro Bowl, which I've never watched and I never will. I don't know if there's a more boring game to watch than the Pro Bowl. They have zero motivation, nor should they. Like, why would you play hard and risk getting hurt over the Pro Bowl? So it's just football, like really good football players, like walking towards each other for the whole game. No thanks. So good for them. They get a free trip to somewhere, and they can't afford their own trips on their salary. So yep, I'll skip that. Pretend it doesn't exist. And then the week after will be the Super Bowl, which I think I've probably ranted about this every year. The fact the Super Bowl is on a Sunday is so dumb. Like, I get it because their games are on Sundays, except for the games that are on Mondays and Thursdays and sometimes Saturdays. But wouldn't it be great if this Super Bowl game was on, like, I don't know, a day where we didn't work the next day? Like, and we could go hang out with people and not have to be like, well, gotta get up at 7 to get to... I never understood it. Even worse is the college title game, championship, whatever you want to call it. That one really doesn't make sense because they play their games on Saturdays all year, except for the games on Fridays. And then they put their biggest game on a Monday night. Like, who wants to, like, on a Monday night? Like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you just keep it on Saturday, which is the perfect day to have, like, a big title game? It's absolutely stupid. It's just so dumb. There's my rant. Hopefully the NFL and the NCAA will listen and watch this episode, and will collectively change their minds to something that makes way more sense. Okay, so this is going to be our last tree, I think, and then we're going to go... We're just going to put this away. I want to check on the boat, because I kind of forgot if we're only waiting on fabric, or do we still have... Okay, just fabric. So we could actually deliver wood. Oh yeah, that's right, the trailer's at the... Shoot, the trailer's here. Okay, that's fine. We could actually take a load up then. I should have cut them shorter because I could have used the same method. We'll just leave that. I'm going to get ahead of myself a little bit if I do that. So let's just take this up to the sawmill. And then when we get to the second step of the roller coaster, we will know what we need. Like if we need to, like, we'll know to bring back. And we'll be ready to bring stuff back, and then we can be ready to haul more wood up to the sawmill if we need it. We will see. We'll take a quick check on this. We have one large bale here. It looks very nice. Let's go ahead and turn on automatic drop. Definitely did a little overkill with the picker-upper. I didn't realize how long it took to make a bale. Now we know. It is a very, very long time. So I'm just going to pick it up and take it over to the fabric factory. Yep, could have gotten the cheaper single loader, but it's only a couple $1,000 difference, so not too concerned. Actually, I'm a little off. It should be a little higher up here. I'm going to leave the controls up because I don't quite know. I think it's just Y and Y, like the hay bale loader and unloader, but I don't want to assume. There we go. And now if we check our factory, we can do maybe some simple math. I'm not sure. Okay, so we got to turn on cotton. And we're going to give 3/5 back. So we just gave it 10. So we will get 6,000, right? That's easy math. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6. So we'll get 6,000 from that one bale. I think we only need like 3. If I go to the right place. Oh, we need 4, basically. A little less than 4. Okay. So we'll actually have enough with that one bale. And then we might need some for the roller coaster. I can't imagine why. Like for the boat it makes sense because you probably need the sails, right? For the roller coaster, I don't know what you would need it for, but we'll definitely have plenty of fabric left over. So yeah, if you ever want fabric production, cotton seems to be pretty good. I've only ever used sheep, just because I've never really done cotton, but I always do animal husbandry when I play, so this has been nice to, again, try something new. This map has really forced me out of my traditional play style. That's kind of what I'm looking for the next series, is like a map that is like this, where it kind of forces you to like do atypical things, or at least atypical for me, so. I was not making up my mind fast enough. I really want to get over this track. This is being really strange. Okay, so now we are ready for loading. We can take this back to... So we want to lower the platform. Good. And now we really are in no hurry to pick things up. So I think what I'll do now is I'll finish the cotton harvest car. Go away. Off camera, I'll literally just let it finish. I won't pick up any bales. I won't transport anything. It'll take a while. As we can see, it's not even halfway done. I'm thinking we can get at least one. What I'll probably do is just get one more bale. I don't think this field is going to have enough for 2 more. I don't even know if it'll have enough for 1 more. It looks like it might. Definitely not enough for 3, and since we're leasing it, there's no point to pick any up after 2 bales because we won't be able to use it anyway. So I'll go ahead and try to collect 1 more bale off camera, and then next time we can sleep and get our fabric, finish the boat for sure, get to the second step of roller coaster, and continue on from there. So, as always, really appreciate you all watching. Hope you are still enjoying this series. Like and subscribe below if you have not. And of course, have yourselves a very nice day.